Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. And if you are new to my channel, my name is Mackenzie and I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel. So in today's video, I thought I would come on to my channel and show you guys some affordable makeup brushes that are easily accessible, that don't cost a lot of money, but I think are really great tools to have in your collection. These are all tools that I use every single time that I do my makeup. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and make sure you hit the little bell icon next to subscribe. That way you guys can always be notified every single time that I upload. And if you guys have any video suggestions or any requests, please make sure to comment them down below. I love to hear your guys' feedback, and I would really appreciate to hear what you guys would like to see on my channel. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's just go ahead and get straight into it. So I'm going to start off by showing my go-to face brushes, and then I'll get into eyes and lips. So the first brush that I wanted to mention is this one right here. This is the Morphe M527. I like to use this brush to apply my bronzer. I have a separate brush for contouring. If you are a beginner and you don't quite understand the difference between contouring and bronzing, bronzing is just going over the contours of the face and just warming up the skin, whereas contouring is going to give you a little bit more definition and you're being a little bit more precise. I've been using this brush for years and I absolutely love it, and I always continue to repurchase it, and I would highly recommend. Moving on to my contouring brush. This is the Morphe M530, and it's a little bit more dense, and that's why I really like it to go in with my cooler shades of bronzer to kind of really chisel out and define. Picks up any bronzer or contour really nicely and blends it out. This is again my bronzing brush, and then this is the one that I go into kind of detail and contour. As you guys can see, this one is a lot more fluffier and has more of like that dome shape. These are two brushes that I would highly recommend to keep in your collection if you are looking for a bronzing and contouring brush. Another brush that I absolutely love for my face, this is my blush brush, and this is actually a part of Morphe's Elite collection. This is the Morphe E4. This is what it looks like. It does have that angular shape to it. This is a little bit more dense, so this is going to pack on color a lot more effectively, and I would highly recommend this blush brush. Moving on to the next brush. This one is the Morphe M438, and this is what it looks like. I like to use this brush specifically underneath my eyes if you're wiping away any bake or if you're setting underneath the eyes. I also really like to use this brush when I am touching up throughout the day. I just can't say enough good things about this brush, and I just think it's a really good highlighting brush, and it's definitely a staple in my collection. So now I have a few brushes that I wanted to mention from e.l.f., and e.l.f. has been killing the game recently. They've been coming out with so many great products, and I've always been a fan of their brushes, and they're just so affordable, and obviously you can access them at any drugstore. I personally use a beauty blender to apply my foundation, which is why I did not mention in the beginning of the video, because again, I did want to make this affordable. I have tried the Morphe sponge, and I have a few other ones that I will link down below if you're looking for an affordable option. If you are somebody who prefers to use a tool over a beauty blender, then this is the brush that I would recommend, and again, it's from e.l.f. This is what it looks like up close. They're very short-haired, kind of dense bristles, so again, it applies the foundation and cream products really beautifully. This is my favorite collection. They're just super high quality. They are a little bit more pricey than the other brushes, but again, they're still so affordable. This is the pointed powder brush. I also don't have any issues with shedding with these bristles, which I think is absolutely amazing, especially because they are drugstore. Can't say enough good things about e.l.f.'s brushes, especially this line specifically. They're just super soft, they're obviously accessible, they're affordable, and they really are high quality, and I would definitely compare them to Morphe brushes. So definitely check this one out if you're looking for an overall kind of brush to set the face. So the last face and e.l.f. brush that I wanted to mention is this one right here, and this is considered to be their highlighting brush. This is what it looks like. This one's also really nice to set the face and just be a little bit more precise with where you're applying your translucent or pressed powders. You can use this underneath the eyes if you wanted to. You could even use this for blush. I'm just giving you a few different ways of how you can utilize this tool within your routine. This is another white-haired brush from Morphe, and this can be used again for so many different things. You can use this to apply any cream products onto the lid, such as like primers, concealers. Again, it just fits really nicely in all of these little corners of the face if you're going in with concealers or correctors. That is what I like to use this brush for, and would definitely check it out. Next one is my highlighting brush, Morphe M501. I like to use this brush for is when I'm going in with a very loose or pigmented highlighter and I want to center that on the very high point of my cheekbone. It fits really nicely in that area. I also use this brush to highlight my décolleté. To start off with the crease, of course, this is a go-to brush for many people. This is the Morphe M441, and this is what it looks like up close. I like to use this brush to blend out any transition shades. Another brush that I like to use in my crease is the Morphe M518, and I wanted to give you a side-by-side comparison. So this is the M441 and this is the M518. This one is a little bit more tapered and longer towards the point of the bristles, whereas this one, the bristles are a little bit shorter and then it has more of a rounded shape, whereas this one is tapered. So again, it just fits really nicely in the crease. I just wanted to give you guys a few different options just in case if you have a smaller eye shape or if you have hooded eyes. This would be really nice to apply into your crease because it's going to be a little bit more precise. Another brush that I really like to use in my crease or above my crease is the Morphe M433. This is what it looks like. I like this one again because it is a little bit more precise. You can really detail your crease with this brush because it is going to be a little bit more precise when you are blending. And then I'll use it to kind of blend the upper parts of my transition just to give it that really soft blend of color, and I think it works really nicely in those areas. Use this underneath the lash line. You could use this for so many different things, but I absolutely love this and definitely think it's a staple within your makeup brush collection. The next brush that I wanted to mention is the Morphe M514. This is what it looks like. These two brushes are very similar, but again, this one is a little bit more dense and small for a lot more precision when you are applying your shadows. I could not achieve a look without this brush, so I definitely wanted to mention it in this video. This is the Morphe M506. I use this to deepen out the outer corner of my look, and what I like about it is that it comes to a point. You could use this towards the inner corner. It's really fluffy and precise. It would be able to fit in that inner corner if you're using it to highlight. You can use this underneath the waterline. You can use this in so many different ways, so definitely would recommend this brush. You guys have watched me use this brush in my last tutorial, so definitely check that video out if you have not seen it yet. But this is the Morphe M421 rounded synthetic brush. Again, this is perfect to pack on any primer. I really like this brush because the bristles are a lot longer, so they're not as dense, so they're a little bit more flexible. I like to use this when I'm applying any glitter or foiled shadows, and it just fits really nicely and bends easily with your natural shape of your eye. And then I also wanted to give you an option if you wanted something a little bit more dense and more compact. The Morphe M210. Again, more dense. It's going to pack up a lot more color and apply the pigments really easily. The next brush is the Morphe M432, and it looks like this. It's just straight across, and what I like to use this for is to go underneath the waterline and do any precision blending. If you're wanting to apply a darker shade to the lash line, it's underneath of the lashes and onto that lower lash line really nicely, so I definitely wanted to mention this brush. Another brush that I absolutely love is the Morphe M508. This is a short, dense haired brush, And again, this is really nice to go underneath the lash line to smudge out any darker shadows or cream products. I really like to use this on my upper lash line as well, and it blends the shadows out really nicely. So definitely would recommend this brush for your collection. And the last brush that I wanted to mention is the Morphe M538. This is what it looks like up close. This brush is really nice to clean up the brows if you have any mistakes or if you over applied and you just need to clean it up. I like to also use this brush to clean up any harsh lines if I'm going in with a bolder look. That completes my video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope if you're a beginner watching, I hope you found some easy tools to use and add to your collection. These are all tools that I absolutely love and incorporate within my routine every single time that I'm applying makeup. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I will see you all in my next video.